Welcome back, Walker. Today on Enemy Colours, Dan brings the Locust God, which looks to win by drawing lots of cards and making a bunch of tokens with minimal wheel effects. I brought my favourite deck, Kykar Anthems. It's built to make a bunch of evasive spirit tokens and buff them up with anthems or cash them in to ramp into big spells. Joe brings his Gishath Dinosaur Tribal deck. Do not underestimate the amount of dinos it can slap down in a turn. Board wipes will not save you. And Nathan brings his Yarok Landfall deck. All aboard the ETB value train. Next up, Doom. Dan goes first. Again. He plays an island and passes. I play a Steam Vents tapped and pass. Joe plays a Stomping Grounds tapped and passes. Nathan also plays an island and says go. Dan plays a mountain and says go. I play a plains, cast Is It Signet and pass. Joe plays a mountain. He casts Farseek, fetching a sheltered thicket, and passes. Nathan goes forest and pass. Dan plays a mountain. He slaps down Chasm Skulker and passes the turn. I play an island and bring out Kykar. I pass the turn. Joe plays Scattered Groves and casts Lifecrafter's Bestiary. He passes the turn. Nathan plays a swamp and casts Mirage Mirror. He passes the turn. Dan plays a mountain. He casts Wayfarer's Bauble.
Preordain. Oh. Should have got a counter just to draw, shouldn't I?
That's one big.
Shut you.
And his land's attacked off. So
Look at this, Joe. Joe loves it.
That costs you 2 minutes.
That does trigger me. Well, no, it does, Joe. That's why I do it. That's not why you do it to.
He attacks Joe for 3 and passes, cracking his bauble for an island while I start my turn. I cast Bident of Thassa. I attack Dan with Kykar. I play Mystic Monastery and pass. Joe scries to the bottom. He plays a very on-theme Rootbound Crag and casts Ripjaw Raptor. He passes the turn. Nathan plays a forest and casts Blinky Thassa. He passes the turn. Dan plays Cascade Bluffs. He casts Wandering Archaic. Going tit for tat, he attacks me with the 4/4 Chasm Skulker. I declare no blocks and take 4. Dan passes the turn, and because of the Mirage Mirror, we all double check how Wandering Archaic works. I cast Favourable Winds,
Which is just +1/+1 to flyers.
Yep.
And nothing of the spirit. And a good pay.
That must trigger people online having artifacts and everything stacked up like that. It's like when you put your artifacts in with your lands.
Yeah.
That would probably trigger people online.
Just naming things he's doing.
I'm going to metamorphic alteration. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature. Enchanted creature is a copy of the chosen creature. So I'm going to enchant my spirit and copy. Yeah,
why not?
Wandering Archaic.
Yeah.
Did you pay the 2?
No, it's not. It's instant sorceries. It's not non-creature. That would be amazing if it was.
I go to combat and attack Dan with Kykar and send my Archaic at Nathan. They both take 4 and I draw from the Bident. I pass the turn, forgetting to play my land for turn. Joe scries to the top and plays Sunpetal Grove. He casts Rampant Growth and tries to decide if he really wants to pay 6 for it, even if it is a fancy one.
I forgot to play my land drop as well.
Oh, fucking hell. That's going to screw up your edit.
My bad. My bad.
He pays for Dan's trigger and I get a copy of the Rampant Growth, but since it's not cast, it does not trigger Kykar.
That's not the one where you can only find a forest, is it?
No, it's not. That would be quite funny.
I get an island and Joe gets a forest. He passes the turn. Nathan plays a swamp and he casts Yarok. He passes. Dan casts the Locust God and goes to combat. He sends the Chasm Skulker at me.
Yeah, I'll just pop a spirit in the way of it.
Yep. Less spirits you have, the better.
Definitely.
I'll pass it. I'll see if I need to score. Yeah, I'll pass them.
What's going on?
There's just less spirits we've got. Like, spirits alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just made me laugh.
It was unintended, though, to be honest.
You need to keep his spirits down. You need to bring his spirit.
Yes, no, that's how I meant it.
I play a prairie stream and cast my own fancier hand-painted Locust God that you can't see because of the glare. I go to combat and attack Dan with Kykar and Nathan with the Spirit. I was not at all expecting Dan to trade Locust God for Kykar, but he did, so there's that. Nathan takes 1 and I draw from the Bident trigger. I forget that I've already played my land for turn and put out a mountain. Sorry guys. I pass the turn while I find my insect token from the Locust God trigger. Joe scries to the top and plays a mountain. He casts Goring Ceratops and draws from the Pokedex Bestiary trigger. He passes the turn. Nathan plays an island and says go with 6 cards in hand, which is not sketchy in the slightest. Nope. Dan casts Consecrated Sphinx.
Is that real? No. Probably not.
I want to draw cards.
Doesn't help me massively at the moment because Locust God's not out.
I want a refund on my metamorphic alteration.
Dan passes, and in my upkeep, Nathan copies the Sphinx with the Mirage Mirror. Either none of us noticed that this could have effectively let them ally to draw as many cards as they want from each other's triggers, or nobody wanted to point it out. Thankfully, this is a May ability, and they wouldn't have force-milled each other.
You can play Locust God.
Hey?
You can play Locust God.
I'm not replaying. How did you do it?
I would just trade it in with Kykar.
Yeah, traded with Kykar. I did not think that would happen. But
Yeah, because
does
it
go to your hand?
It does.
Oh god, this is for Jeremy now. This
Sorry, I haven't played this game.
You're out. No, you're just dead.
You send on the card, it goes to your hand. It's fine.
I cast Spear of Heliod. I play Boris Garrison and bounce a plains to my hand. Joe has no flyers, so I send 2 3/3 insect tokens at him, and he takes 6. I draw 2, and Nathan and Dan draw 4 each. I pass the turn. Joe scries to the bottom.
And I'm going to make Mirage Mirror become a copy. So he draws, we both get 2 cards.
Cool. Yeah, good point.
Shame you haven't got a Locust God though.
Oh, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be nice.
But at least you didn't take another 4 commander damage.
Well, you could have just kept banging me, so...
Joe plays a Temple Garden. He casts Regisaur Alpha and pays to draw a card from the Pokédex.
Yeah.
Nathan and Dan draw another 2 cards each.
Definitely want a refund on my metamorphic alteration. Well found about that now. I thought, yes, this is going to be fun. I'll get all the instants you thought of. I got a rampant growth.
I mean, I do have an instant in my hand if I want to play, but I don't want everyone having one.
Yeah, targeted removal is a lot worse at this point, isn't it? If everyone else has got one.
Yeah. But then if he
Costs an
promises me
extra
that
4
he
mana.
won't hit me, I'll pick something else and do it.
Yeah, I'll pass time. It may not be a shooter, so I'm not.
Definitely don't take that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My 7th land will be Field of the Dead.
Ooh,
So that creates a zombie token.
fancy.
2 zombies.
But it creates me 2 zombies because of the Yarok.
Nathan casts Uwu of Titan's Wrath. He gains 3 life and puts a swamp into play and gets 2 more zombies. He gains another 3 life, puts an underground river into play and makes another 2 zombies. He forgets that Uwu also draws cards, but to be fair, there are a lot of words on that card. He casts Oubliette, the perfect removal because it can't be copied by the Archaics and cleanly removes the Locust God, who phases out along with the Sphinx. He passes while he works out which 6 cards to discard to hand size. Dan plays an island. He casts the Locust God.
Let's go then.
You not got any instant sorceries?
No, mate.
He does, he's just not playing.
That's probably it, isn't it?
There's no way in that hand because I was thinking this.
Not even a ponder or something like
Well,
that.
there's no point playing things that draw me cards when the thing that wants me to do, benefit from drawing cards isn't out.
Dan passes the turn. I play a plains.
What?
You what?
7, 8, 9, 10.
You know, it was a May. You didn't have to keep drawing.
Ah. You've got to have fun, ain't you?
Looking for a little retribution, I go to combat and swing 4 3/3 insects at Nathan, dealing him 12 and drawing 4 cards. Had anyone noticed that Dan discarded Aetherize, it should have been a pretty big signal to not let him untap. After figuring out my mana, I bring Kykar back out. I discard 3 lands and a marble diamond as I pass the turn.
Forward.
I feel like I'm already on his end step on it.
Whatever you do. We did it.
Two more board rolls. Yes!
What did you have? Triple.
Yeah, what do we get?
What do you want? It's a creature.
Is it, so you have to get a creature?
You put it to the top of your deck.
Oh, I don't know what to get now.
I don't even know what I want to do something.
Oh, that's always nice.
I know what I should get and I know what I want to get.
I don't even know what I should get, to be honest.
I get Limvala, Dan gets Perforos, and Joe gets Kinjali Sunwing, which he then casts. He then casts Otepec Huntmaster and passes as he has no good attacks.
Can you mill down?
Why the fuck would you do?
No, because
I think we're dead otherwise.
Are you going to steal it off the top of my head?
No, he gets in
I've
combat.
got escape shift in my hand. You play Popperos and I'll fuck you all over. I'll sack them all and then play them all and then you'll take all 2 damage each.
Oh shit.
Can you do that in
Because the Field of the Dead will just go.
Well, how do you get it from me though?
Mirage Man.
Mirage,
Oh
man.
shit.
Can you do it at instant speed though?
Get you off.
There's a very real chance that you die on Dan's turn.
I'll play a ley line of anticipation.
Now it is.
Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake.
It's alright, don't worry.
That's still not an instant on sorcery.
I don't play.
Escape shift is a sorcery.
What's Perforos' mana cost?
Yeah,
But we can copy
Yeah,
it.
now it's got flash.
What's Perforos' mana cost?
Joe makes an actual pro move as he calls Nathan's bluff because he does not have enough mana. Nathan sends Yarok and the 6 zombies at Dan, giving Dan the tough choice of whether to cash in his 1919 Chasm Skulker now or wait for Perforos. He chooses to block Yarok with the Chasm Skulker. Before damage, Nathan flashes in Farhaven Elf, getting him 2 forests and 4 more zombies tapped because of the Kinjali Sunwing.
I do get to draw 19 cards.
And make 19 insects.
Yeah.
They're squids, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I make 19 of these and 19 of these. No.
Oh, you make squids as well?
Yeah.
No.
This is why I was like, should I wait for this? But I'm just going to have a big fucking army of creatures.
I didn't even
when
know it did the card drawing. I thought you just made this squids.
he dies, put X1 squid tokens onto the battlefield. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, he doesn't draw my cards, does he? He just makes squids. I thought
Oh.
he made me. No, when you draw a card, put a counter on him, innit?
I must be thinking of that.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of it. But they've got Island Walk.
Chokes on
Shit.
So there is that. So yeah, we've got
Yeah, so then Yarok dies.
Chasm Flopper dies. Is he going? Where's he going?
Just commands on ley liners.
And I draw 19 cards
Okay.
and make 19 squids. Oh, draw me a squid token then.
Oh, you have to do it.
And then I draw 19 cards.
Yeah.
You're a dick then.
Safe for work, Dan. Otherwise, I'm going to have to blur it out.
Oh, what? This is a squid!
Fucking know, man.
I heard that chuckle.
It's a squid. There you go. See? Squid.
You're a squid.
There you go.
In his end step, Nathan finally has a use for Thassa and blinks the Farhaven Elf and gets another forest and zombie.
16.
Yeah, so we
19.
do 2 lands.
Oh, you did draw cards from it?
No, what did I do that for?
Don't know.
You fool.
Combat.
What am I doing? I don't know why I thought I did that.
This is a big thing.
This is because
I think that one's
magic.
meant to be in your hand.
Yeah, that's the Perforos one.
Well, you can also be put in the video now, damn cheese.
No, I was just very forgetful. You should know that by now while watching me do things.
He also should have taken 8 damage from zombies.
Now is the question. He's going to copy Perforos, but it doesn't matter at the moment.
Don't
does
worry
it?
about it. Don't worry about it.
Nah.
You think Perforos is going to resolve?
I can copy loads of shit, can't I? Yeah, you know, I've got Mystic, whatever his name is, out.
The caster can pay an extra 2. Yeah, there's no reaction.
Oh, so you paid the extra 2?
I've paid the extra 2 to stop you from getting.
Oh, and you cast with retort?
Yeah.
Okay, I will first go and shit.
You found the 2.
Who's copying it? Is he copying it?
Yeah, I
Oh, that's a fair point. It's
No,
no...
you found the 2.
Oh, I can pay the 2, yeah. I'll pay the 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. There you go. It resolved!
Yeah, let's go, yeah.
So I would have made one thingy at the beginning of my turn, wouldn't I? Just because of Locust God. Well, I can't. What can I do now? I've got no mana, so you'll probably do something now. You've got all that shit. Oh, I can hit someone for 19, can't I?
Yeah.
But that doesn't do it. It doesn't help me, does it? You've got all the zombies you can swing back at me with,
Yeah.
so
Sounds like
I can't see how I win. I die next turn. If I attack, I die. If not, I lose all my creatures. He wins, I
got
think.
yourself an old Mexican stand.
Yeah, I think he wins. Honestly, I think he does.
I don't think you
He might do because we both spent our bounce off now.
I reckon Joe wins. This is where he just brings out Gishath. Like,
I should do something fun.
just goes gift that for infinite data and then kills us.
Well, I think you're going to win, Nate, so I am just going to hit you for... Because you've got an island, haven't you?
No.
What? Yes, you had a lie.
Oh, I said that already.
Oh, actually, I'm just going to roll between us and Nate to see who I hit. Odds, evens.
Yeah, I haven't done anything to you.
It's you.
Ah, fuck.
You take 19, unblockable.
We were Sphinx of Insight buddies.
So that's going to put me on 15.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Probably would have made sense to kill me because he
Yeah, well, I rolled. I didn't I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. You're all quite annoying too. I don't know.
Who's going to sleep? You're quite annoying too.
You already know how he's planning to kill us.
Thing is, you always have something
I
like.
got my turn first.
Hey, look, the dice decided it.
Yeah, bullshit. 5, 6, 7.
Well, I guess this is a good war, wasn't it?
So I'm going to cast Vicious Shadows.
Oh, this is a horrible spell. Do you remember this?
Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may have Vicious Shadows deal damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. Any responses?
No, my first guardianship's gone. I would have counted that. I hate that fucking card.
For each creature that dies, I can ping
Yeah.
a person the amount of cards that are in their hands.
So a board wipe now would. A board wipe would win it for you.
Yeah.
Now.
Exactly.
Oh, you can copy
I
it.
can make one, can't I? So then I can target everything.
Can it copy anything?
Yeah, charm and sleep.
Fucking hell.
Thanks all creatures.
Oh, we're so
Creatures,
dead.
lands, lands, anything.
We're also fucked then.
That's hilarious.
The mirror is the best thing ever.
It is very good, isn't it?
Right.
And you can't kill it. As long as I got my out, you can't kill it.
Yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn.
Wow, that's hilarious, isn't it? You're just going to do nothing here then, surely, unless Joe has got something.
If I was to cast a card that destroys stuff, real target knife and stuff,
Oh, you mean...
It's
But he
all
chooses. Well, his stuff gets destroyed. He can make whatever that thing is called, and then he'll have it.
Off, so I
Yeah,
don't
and then he
die.
can just go
Yeah.
on someone. Because
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
for fuck, you keep saying that.
Don't worry about
And
it.
you got Bane of Progress.
I'd only play that in one day, and it's also not a dinosaur.
Oh, right. I'll play
I'm
it.
gonna do it anyway.
Just do it, man. The game needs to come to an end.
Beast within.
I don't want to inflict upon you the politics that follows this. Joe casts Beast Within, targeting Nathan's Field of the Dead, and does not pay for the archaic triggers. I target the Locust God, and Dan targets Oubliette. My copy of Beast Within resolves first and destroys the Locust God, triggering Vicious Shadows, and pings Dan for 4. It gives him a beast token, triggering Tremors and Perforos, dealing us each 3. Dan's then resolves, and the Locust God and Sphinx return from the oubliette, which turns into a beast. Triggering Perforos and Impact Tremors again, and dealing us each 3 again.
And then, what did you target? Field of Dead. That is a good shout, to be fair. That is a really good shout.
Run out 3 beasts.
What was that? Where did you play that?
That's Joe's turn.
I'm playing my main phase.
You played in your main phase, did you really? Oh, okay.
But they all enter tap, I guess.
Oh, I guess they do, because Joe's still got the thing up, hasn't he?
And it's, yeah.
It is quite hard to see who's going to win this, I must admit.
In the comments, I'd love to know who you think is going to win from this game state, and or whether you think we chose the right targets for our beast wizards. Joe passes, having still not been able to attack all game.
You probably kill me.
Yeah.
I think you could. I think you should if you can. Well, I don't think you kill
You need to.
Well, actually, no, he's only on 9 lives. You might be able to kill us both. No, I don't think you could both.
Oh, you don't kill next turn. I think destroys your stuff.
I think you kill me by accident.
Yes, I know.
I don't think you can stop yourself from killing me next turn.
Well, that got the 3 damage.
So,
Sorry.
I'm still waiting for the escape ship.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
It doesn't matter now,
It's
does it?
got the Land of the
I
Dead.
can't-
It's
I
still
don't
the
know.
dead where it is.
I don't
Oh, is that what it
know.
was? I didn't think I had to kill it.
No, it's a good reason. You killed it.
I fucking hate
Well,
I hate Field of the Dead. It's
no,
so,
I
it's
agree.
so
You definitely should have killed it.
Joe, the accidental big brain place.
I just thought I really hate Field of the Dead.
He'll cast Gishath right at the end as well and kill us, and he'll win.
That's pretty board wise.
That's 11.
A board wipe wouldn't. Francis would win if it says board wipe.
Oh,
Yeah, because of that thing. Unless maybe we shouldn't pick that.
I mean, it depends which one goes in the stack first.
That's true.
Because
But yeah,
Locust would go in the stack first, wouldn't it?
it would all
It's
be
hard to. It's a really tight
It's
game.
hard to
It's a really tight game.
Yeah.
I must admit, it's a good game. I like it when it's like this.
Yeah.
I like long games when they're not boring.
Yeah, no, this has been good. Everyone's done
Yeah,
stuff.
sorry, I'm taking.
It's alright.
Trying to
It's
see.
not really a straightforward game.
No,
It's
it's not
trying to
at all.
see.
You can kill someone on this.
Yeah, I spend 2, and I make the Mirage Mirror a copy of that spell.
Like Joe said, it is the active player. So at the moment, your triggers, if stuff dies at the moment, your triggers go on the stack first, and then mine do, which means mine resolve first.
So you can
So
say
I just always point that out.
Yeah,
It does smell like an in-character like that.
which literally means a Hail Mary with all my creatures.
Oh,
And
right.
then if you block any, then I can kill Dan.
Ah, yeah, that's a good show.
That's literally my only thought.
That's a good show. Or unless he's got some sort of bounce all your creatures back to your hand nonsense. What is it? What's the one? I've got it in here. Aetherize. You've got 4 mana up.
So I am dead regardless now.
Really?
But I can end the game nonetheless.
No, why do that then?
I could actually
So
save it.
yeah.
I actually can save it.
Would you like to take me?
Yeah, go on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
What's he going to play?
Save me.
What is it? I can't see it.
It's very protection.
You're
So you're just
phasing
giving
in.
it to target player.
I just
You're
won't pay the 2.
phasing in what?
I just won't pay the 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he can phase out. as
I'll
well.
also copy that.
Yeah, if I can.
Hang on, I can beat that.
Oh, what?
No, I can't because I'd have to copy at the time
Yeah.
before you can.
Okay, brilliant. What do it? Okay.
That's why I didn't even mind about the scout chip and the purple. Don't worry
The
about
whole table faces.
And I'm just like,
When
it.
you talk,
When
fucking
you
love
talk about
that.
the perforate, I was like, don't worry about it, because I had that in my hand the whole time.
I fucking love that. That's hilarious.
I put a lot of effort into these videos. If you're enjoying them, please leave me a like so it can spread to more people. Thank you.
yeah, that's the turn.
I'm not here yet, so.
That was proper funny, to be fair. That was proper funny.
Oh, sorry, Farhaven else would have come back.
You have still passed a bunch of mana up there.
With a lane.
On the ley line, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dan plays a mountain. He casts a classic turn whatever this is, Soul Ring. And Nathan responds.
I won't kill you, mate.
You will, because you
You'll have
just
to
do
kill
it
him
with.
eventually.
You do it incidentally with impact tremors, and so it doesn't really matter, does it? So I'm going to pay.
This is a very complicated game.
Yeah, but it's been good. I love it. It's really, no, it's been good, man. It's been a fun game.
The phasing out.
Can't say it hasn't.
do that one and that one, and then I'll kick it for 2. So I'll play a thieving skydiver.
What do you steal?
Oh, it's not enchantment, is it?
It's not enchantment.
You can't steal fancy stuff, are we?
No, because he plays like, yeah, sorry, I'll stick with that.
I didn't think of that. I can't die on turnstone.
That's
Look
true.
at you.
That's true.
Oh, are those big brain plays again? I thought I came back on Dan's turn.
No, you don't. You
No,
don't.
I wanted to still impact traps, but I can't. Plus, yeah, carry on.
Let's carry on. Yeah, alright.
Carry
I
on.
didn't even think of that.
I said you were going to save it. I mean, realistically, I thought you just saved it. No, it's fine.
No, it was hilarious, mate, to be honest. I'll go Locust God. In response?
I do have a response to that.
Nathan flashes in Clone, having it become a copy of the Sphinx.
Is that something you need to do? You can do it,
Yeah, that's it. That's my response.
or? Okay.
I think you're just trying to find out.
So I'm going to pay 3 to give all my creatures +1/+0. And these are island walking squids.
Where's that come from?
Bifrost.
You know, yeah. More ability? No,
Yeah, he doesn't need anything else, does he?
I just know he doesn't.
What are you on? So I've got
27.
I've got 19, 2, 1 unblockable island walkers. So we'll go 14, and then 5 will be untapped.
Is it just straight up unblockable?
It's just if you can't control an island,
Yeah.
you can't block it, obviously. You've got responses,
So,
I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to pet in a slick slime something.
Interaction trimmers. Or this thing. Oh no, you can't! It can only be mine or.
I'm literally blown up.
No!
Nathan goes down swinging, but is knocked out. And Dan passes the turn.
So, I'm in a position where I have to kill consecrated Sphinx.
You do, in mine.
Otherwise I die.
So you draw, because you're not there on my end step.
So I phase in and then I draw. I phase in then untap.
Right, you phase in then untap.
You phase it on untapped steps. So
Right, okay.
So
Yeah, otherwise
yeah,
you will be fucked.
I mean, it would be. Oh,
It's only 2 now, so it's not as bad.
I don't see.
It's only 2 per creature.
so
When do you get priority? Can you cast things in your upkeep?
yes.
You can.
Anytime you pass step, you can cast it.
Yeah, you're going, I'm changing phase, does anyone want to do
That's
it?
exactly, that's it.
And all you do for sanity's sake is you just do it quickly, don't you?
So I make 8 and another 2 to cast Electro Dominance for 6.
So you don't want to, I can't copy it.
Yeah, so I'm paying the extra 2
Yeah.
so that you can't copy it and doing 6 damage to that fucker because it's got to go. I will get
I
another.
agree.
This was a tricky and long game, and yeah, I goofed up. I could have just bolted the Locust God. With the Electro Dominance, I free cast Pirate's Prize, sacrificing a spirit to help pay for the archaic trigger. I also get a new spirit and a treasure. I have double checked, and yes, the Sphinx would be on the battlefield with 6 damage marked when Pirate's Prize goes on the stack, but the Sphinx is removed before it resolves. It goes to the graveyard when state-based actions are checked as priority passes. I send both Vicious Rumours triggers at Dan for 5 each, as that's how many cards he has in hand.
Now I go to my draw step. That's not fucking luck. I got 1 mana. I got 1 treasure.
Well, I've got 5 cards in hand, so you can do 15 damage to me if you've got 3 spirits.
Yeah, I can
And
probably
then
do
attack with the same.
enough damage to you in the air.
Yeah.
But then I die to Joe.
Like we said, it is a Mexican standoff, pretty much, isn't it? Joe's never going to have enough cards in his hand for your thing to be relevant against him.
Although Dan is clearly dead on board if I just sacrifice 3 creatures, I was under the impression that my creatures still entered tapped, and that Joe had a plan. I feel like I need to draw some new options, otherwise I'd likely be dead on Joe's turn. So I go to combat and swing 4 insects and 3 spirits at Dan, all of whom are 3/3s. Dan declares no blocks and is knocked out.
I'm trying to think if I've got a way out of not dying.
Have you
That's
got
why I didn't block.
Teferis?
Huh?
Have you got Teferis?
I don't.
Why would he tell me if he had that?
He hasn't got any mana.
Not in hand anyway. Oh shit, I would get to draw a bunch of cards.
Yeah, it's 7, right?
5, 6, 7, which would make me another 7.
Where's the card from? Oh yeah, because you hit him.
The Blyton, yeah.
And get another 7 insects. And now I might have another option. How many cards in your hand, Joe?
2.
2. Fuck.
That's what I said. It doesn't matter what you do with that thing, Joe can keep on top
One
of it.
problem with not having non-blue is you never do a lot of cards.
Yeah. You discarded that.
I'm trying to think if I've got a way out of not going next time.
I just think right every time.
I think I might do, but it's kind of complicated. I want to get it right. So give me a moment.
He's doing a complicated thing.
Pikachu face.
Surprise Pikachu. I'm just playing a Timmy deck trying to have fun.
Fuck off, Gishath. Normally it just comes out of the block
I
like a
think
bastard.
Gishath is the one that pushed us to this power level.
I mean, that may well not be true. To be fair, I remember when I first played Gishath, I won like every game for like a few months. And I stopped playing and then Nicky was like that for a bit.
One eternity later. In the end of combat, I use my treasure and sacrifice 2 spirits to cast Keep Watch. I sacrificed one of the 3 attacking spirits, which means I draw 6 cards and get another 6 insects. I have 2 Vicious Rumours triggers.
What was your second creature? I'm still not in.
I sacked 2 spirits.
Oh, is this a one?
It's varied.
Yeah.
Still?
It's a one.
It's a May at least. Yeah, I'm so fucked then. Most probably.
That's so funny.
It's very protective of fair time.
Especially when it's copied 3 times or whatever.
You're not here.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
not
my, the Kanjali Sunwing is not
there. Yeah, that's
here.
true. Funny to think
But I'm not there. So there should be another 2.
You did attack in, you did attack in with some though, didn't you?
Yeah. So there was two that were tapped. I had tapped because
Ah.
the Sunwing was there.
There you go, Joe.
That's completely different then.
Sorry, I'm just fucking it for the reason.
Yeah, if they're not there. So in that case, I would have sacked one of the tapped spirits instead of an untapped spirit. Kanjali Sunwing.
They just edit this out, this will be all seamless in this time.
yeah.
They make us look like idiots.
There's been a massive jump and all this
That's
stuff.
what I do with your deck.
That's why it takes 2 hours to edit.
There will be a bit of it.
Sacrificing differently like this, I would have drawn 1 less card and made 1 less insect, but at this point it makes no difference. I then sacrifice 2 spirits to cast Arcane Signet, making me a new spirit and giving me access to non-red mana. I discard a bunch of cards and pass the turn. Joe scries to the top. He casts Gishath.
I Swords to Plowshare, or attempt to Swords to Plowshare the Locust card.
The Locust card?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh fine. Are you playing the extra 2?
Is it still a Wandering Archaic?
No,
Yeah.
I've got that. I forgot that.
Can it be though, since... No, it's just a copy, isn't it? It doesn't become... It
Oh, I'm
becomes
just
a
gonna attack
copy of
everything.
the target permanent.
I put 5 3/3 insects in front of Gishath, 2 in front of each of his dinosaurs, and a spirit in front of the Huntmaster. 18 creatures die, so I have that many Vicious Rumours triggers, and Joe has 3 cards in hand. There is a line he can take with his swords, but he has no outs after that. So leave a like to keep the shadows at bay, then go watch my other videos. Thanks, bye!